So we talk about the first 100 days, but there's a whole lot more the president is hoping to do and his team wants to do, and things he talked about on the campaign trail. Things like tax reform, health care still seems sort of stalled right now, but something they can't gloss over or forget about is this April 28th deadline to get a massive spending measure put together, and most of Congress is not in Washington right now.
Yeah, they've got a heavy lift on a whole bunch of fronts. And just to be clear, I've never liked this 100 days sort of pseudo
But you like it as a
timeline.
television show at 7 p.m.
Well, the television show is fantastic. But this conceit that a president has to get the really important stuff done in the first 100 days, comes from FDR. I think it's a little silly. But we're all bought into it. Trump has bought into it. The media's bought into it. So it's become a real thing. And the simple fact is that there are a lot of big-ticket items that Donald Trump really wanted to get done or seemed to want to get done on infrastructure, on repeal and replace of Obamacare and a bunch of other stuff that look pretty stalled. And I think that's a problem. The Congress has actually done a couple really important things that haven't gotten a lot of attention, like this use of the Congressional Review Act. But it's not a sexy kind of thing for a president to talk about as a major accomplishment, even though it's pretty important.
Yeah, and it is a major rollback of sort of this unelected fourth branch that the founders never talked about, this administrative state. And for a lot of people who are a little bit more on the wonky side, people in the business community, the fact that he is rolling back so many of these regulations and using the law to do it properly, a lot of people think that is one of the more disciplined things that we've seen him do. Does he maintain discipline moving forward and build on what he's having so far a good week?
Maybe. I mean, the Syria attack was a disciplined thing. He has not been tweeting irresponsibly. He's still tweeting, but not crazily. Today, I believe, is the first day of his presidency where his name doesn't appear on the front pages of either the Washington Post or the New York Times, and I think that's probably good for him. The chaos and tumult and all of the leaking and all of that, I think, hurt Donald Trump with a lot of swing voters, certainly hurt him with the media. What he needs is a bit of normalcy. And getting back to those issues that I think Laura was talking about the economy, jobs, all the rest, I think that would be his best path. Whether he can do it in the first 100 days or not is kind of irrelevant. Either he can or he can't. But if he's going to have a successful presidency, he's got to get back on track to a lot of that stuff.